Hello guys, this is Shiraz Amazing Videos. Review of the Ford F-150 Raptor R. The newest iteration of the fiercest truck in Ford's performance lineup is the 2024 Ford Raptor R. To make this Raptor the most potent one yet, the crazy scientists at Dearborn have further tampered with the F-150's DNA. I guess at least 20 horsepower. With 720 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque, the 5.2-liter supercharged V8 under the hood powers all 8 wheels through a 10-speed automatic transmission. You might wonder, what difference does 20 horsepower make? Oh, hold on, feel free to simply ask. Excellent query. You'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference between this version and last year's in terms of pure output, as an additional 20 horsepower is akin to adding one more voice to an already large, shouty chorus on top of an already substantial 700 horsepower. So what's the point? Ford will tell you that whenever there's a chance to do better, there's no reason not to. Since performance is all about small steps forward, why not take advantage of the extra 20 horsepower that the new air induction upgrades provide? We do harbor a nagging suspicion that the project had additional motivation. That's our thought process. Naturally, this is all conjecture, but it seems like the power jump is a sort of farewell to the Ram 1500 TRX. In summary, Ford's Raptor had been the undisputed champion of powerful pickup trucks since its launch in 2009. However, this legacy was tainted when the carmaker decided to switch from a V8 to an EcoBoost V6 for the truck's second generation. Stellantis Ram Trucks took advantage of the demand for displacement and power and created the TRX, a 1500 series pickup with a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine that can generate 702 horsepower. Ford understood that the TRX, also known as the T-Rex, was a Raptor eater. It was not subtle about it. Ford then responded with the Raptor R, which brought 700 horsepower and the V8 back. Now that the short production life of the TRX has come to an end, the additional 20 horsepower of the new Raptor suggests that Ford has surpassed it in the stat department, even though it is still technically in the race. A good deal. The adage, "If all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail," is well known. The Raptor, then, is a 720 horsepower sledgehammer that uses supercharged strength to smash through any obstacle in its path. Large dune of sand? Apply force to it. Uneven ground? Strike it hard. A rocky hill that must be climbed? Who needs elegance when we can use more force? Yes, you're correct. We're genuinely only half kidding. Although the majority of traversal problems can be solved with a heavy foot, the Raptor is more than just a brute force. Even though its power receives the most attention, without the underlying engineering, it would be useless. The Raptor R has a Fink link coil rear suspension and a double wishbone front suspension system, both based on the already tough F-150 chassis. Fox Racing dampers, also known as dual live valve shocks, provide better rebound control over the outgoing set and are used to support it. This is in concert with Ford's Desert Control Module, an intelligent computer that attempts to lessen ride harshness because it anticipates drivers will be hopping and bopping around the countryside. Oh, it works perfectly, no need to worry. The Raptor also has a Baja mode, which is essentially a combination of the off-road terrain mode and sport mode of the F-150, provided it has the hardware to support it. It is essentially more aggressive and tuned for rough surfaces. It's thrilling to push the Raptor at 100 miles per hour over a scorching desert path when it has enough space to play. Even with the underbits helping out, it still takes effort to keep the truck pointing straight as it slides laterally, trying to dig its 37-inch all-terrain tires in wherever it can. It's especially evident, and useful, when the terrain divides the front wheel's vertical travel while the system maintains its composure. When forced to slow down, it can descend gently down steep slopes, cross gullies, and chatter its way through deep sand. It can also carefully scramble over objects that it cannot destroy with the same dexterity as its F-150 Tremor counterpart. Indeed, you can. The Raptor R shares the same roomy F-150 Super Crew cab, which can accommodate 5 passengers in comfort and has a 5.5-foot cargo box in back that can hold 14,000 pounds. It can also pull 8,700 pounds of cargo in back. In addition, the truck has all the modern amenities found in the most recent F-150, making it very comfortable between dune jumps. The Raptor R's all-terrain capabilities are somewhat compromised when driven, but in sport mode, it can cover a lot of ground in less than 4 seconds, reaching a top speed of 114 miles per hour electronically. This may depress you initially, but it's ultimately a good thing. Don't be fooled by the Raptor R's nearly 6,000 pounds of weight. This thing can really fly. If you hit the right embankment, it lands with a relatively lighter touch, but it sails through the air like an angry thrown brick. We descended from a particularly impressive hillock at 60 miles per hour, and it felt as though we had just crossed a speed bump when we touched down. Things became more interesting at 70 mph. Owning a Raptor R starts at $77,980, excluding destination charges and some accessories. You also need to think about the expense of feeding it. The combined economy is rated at 12 mpg by the EPA, and that doesn't account for highway cruising. Having said that, no truck on the market right now is as satisfying as this one. Despite the moniker, Raptor, it does resemble having a big, extinct animal for a best friend. Yes, it has certain useful features, but those are merely incidental ones. If you actually want to work with the Raptor R, you can spend all of your time hooning it up until dusk in a dried-up lake bed.